One fight is one who needs a gun. feel and rehearse the way you heal. Make them dance just like you, 'cause you make me move. Yeah, you always make me go. Yeah, you always make me go. Run away with your footsteps. All of the city that drinks for two. And if you lose yourself, I will find you.
Would you believe me if I said we are here for a reason now? This is our life, this is what counts, this is for us. I will go anywhere for you. I will go anywhere for you. Riding my bike like I'm too young to try. Careless and free like it's 2005. Had to chill the fuck out, take a trip outside to have fun with my friends like I'm young and alive.
My taste of your lips, I wanna ride. You're toxic, I'm sipping on that. Taste of a poison paradise. I'm addicted to you, don't you know that you're toxic? And I love what you do, don't you know that you're toxic? I'm addicted to you, don't you know that you're toxic?
Had to chill the fuck out, take a trip outside to have fun with my friends like I'm young and alive. Like I'm young and alive.
Don't you know that you're toxic?
I wanna be the very best, no one ever was. Catchman is my real test, the training is my cause. I'll travel across the land, searching far and wide. Keep every mind to understand the power that's inside. I know it's my destiny. Oh, you're my best friend, you're a world we must be friends. My heart's so true, I'm very from what I do. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon.
Ain't tryna be cool like you. Wobbling around in your high heel shoes, I'm clumsy. Made friends with the floor. 2 for 1, you know a bitch by 4. And 2 left feet, you know I always drop. First thing a girl did was a bop on the whole damn cake and the cherry on top. Shook up the bottom, made a good girl pop. You ain't even here to party. Ken in the club tryna pipe a Barbie. I don't wanna go with the flow back then till I touch my toes. I don't wanna roll the boat. Wrist full of rocks and I hope I flow. Big up yourself cause you know they don't. I chew cause they hope I show. I'm a bitch.
I sold my soul to the devil for designer. They said go to hell, but I told them I don't want it. If you know me well, then you know that I ain't going, cause I don't wanna die young. Walk through fire for you, just let me adore you. I don't ever do. Oh, honey, walk through fire for you. Just let me adore you.
Put it in reverse, Terry.
It's the only thing I'll ever do.
I love it. I got this feeling on the summer day when you were gone. I crashed my car into the bridge. I watched, I let it burn. I threw your shit into a bag and pushed it down the stairs. I crashed my car into the bridge. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. I love it. I love it.
What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options. I can pass that bitch like Stockton. Just joshin'. We spend this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10. I can put the ball in the end zone, put a bad bitch in the friend zone. This shit sound like an intro jet song, give me that tempo. So cool, he a fool with the shit. Told her don't let her friends know. In the building, I move like a dime. Eating fettuccine at Vincenzo.
You are unforgettable. I need to get you alone. Why not? A fucking good time, never hurt nobody. I got a little drink, but it's not Bacardi. If you love me, girl, then I'm so, so sorry. I gotta give it to you, let me in and I'm not.
Listen, mania, think less but see it grow. Like a ride, oh. Not easily offended, know how to let it go. From a mess to the masses. Listen, mania, think less but see it grow. Like a ride, oh. Not easily offended, know how to let it go. From a mess to the masses.
I am very, very sneaky, sir.
Okay, I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the motherfucker in the house bored. And I'm bored in the motherfucker in the house bored. Bored in the house, bored in the house bored. Bored in the house, bored in the house bored. Bored in the motherfucker in the house bored. And I'm bored in the motherfucker in the house bored. Bored in the motherfucker in the house bored. And I'm bored in the motherfucker in the house bored.
All the things that I used to say, all the words that got in the way, all the things that I used to know have gone out the window. All the things that she used to bring, all the songs that she used to sing, all the favorite TV shows have gone out the window. Missing you.
You'll be good much higher. You'll be good much higher. Give me good much higher.
All the things that I used to say, all the words that got in the way, all the things that I used to know have gone out the window.
When you call my name, it's like a little prayer. Down on my knees, I wanna take you there. In the midnight hour, I can feel your power, just like a prayer. You know I'll take you there. GLAMOROUS, yeah. GLAMOROUS, yeah.
Hey, we got a good thing. Don't know if I'ma see you again. But is that a good thing? Cause girl, I can't be your man. No man, I know it's on your brain. You probably hope it never win. Like, is it the real thing? Or is it just a one night stand? Well then,
Glamorous, glamorous, glamorous.
Coke 45 and 2 zigzags. Baby, that's all we need. We can go to the park after dark, smoke that tumbleweed. As the marijuana burn, we can take our turn singing them dirty rap songs. Stop and hit the ball like Cheech and Chong and sell tapes from here to Hong Kong.
I don't want a Valentine, I just want Valentino. I just want that neck, I poke her face like a casino. Dito, no, I get it in like a free throw. Shorty wants some more, she just can't seem to keep the leak. I don't want a Valentine, I just want Valentino. I just want that neck, I poke her face like a casino. Dito, no, I get it in like a free throw.
I know someday it'll all turn around because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play. One day, one day, one day, one day.
I'm out and all the time. I'm out and all the time.
I ain't been getting high, but maybe a little, baby, I don't wanna lie. I know when you text me, girl, I don't always reply. Girl, you're not an angel either, you can't even fly. I know this, you think that you know shit. All this shade is coming at me, I'm with who does it. They can't see the vision, boy, they must be out of focus. That's a real hot album, homie, I wonder who wrote it. Oh shit.
It's like I waited my whole life for this one night. It's gonna be me, you, and the dance floor. 'Cause we only got one night. Double your pleasure, double your fun, and dance forever, 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 forever,
You say yes, I say no. You say stop, but I say go, go, go. Oh no. You say goodbye, but I say hello.
I like the view.
You're my best view.
Now I'm shaking, drinking all this coffee. These last few weeks have been exhausting. I'm lost in my imagination, and there's one thing that I need from you. Can you come through? And there's one thing that I need from you. Can you come through? All myself, we don't need anyone else. Let our bodies do the talking, let our shadows paint the wall. I want you here in my arms, feel high away in the dark. Stick your hand in my back pocket, go and let your long hair fall. I want you, to myself, to myself. Can you come through? And there's one thing I need from you. Can you come? I fell in love, same time that you're falling apart. I should've known, thought I saw a sign in the stars, but I was wrong. Fucking with you ain't last that long. Now you gone, now you gone, now you gone, girl.
I chime in with a haven't you people ever heard of closing the goddamn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poison rationality. I chime in, haven't you people ever heard of closing the goddamn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poison.
So many people are willing to learn how to trade stocks, but are simply just unsuccessful at it. It's not that you're a bad trader.
I'm up $953, $879, $1,300!
When people come up to me and they say, Dek, I'm just not a good stock trader, it's a whole bunch of baloney.
Oh my goodness, I just made $30,000. You guys want to see a show today? 20 grand in a day so far.
You know why I make so much money shorting? Because the answers are given to me.
$37,000. We're currently up 23,000, 24,000 right now. Let's go! This is high risk, high reward. Let's go, baby! Let's go! I'm going for $100,000 today. $100,000 month coming its way, baby.
You may not know everything, but all of a sudden, it's gonna click.
$30,817 in the market today. Oh my goodness, guys. Welcome to the stock market.
The city's gonna break my heart. The city's gonna love me and leave me alone. The city's got me chasing such. It's been a couple months since I felt like I'm home. Am I getting closer to knowing where I belong? The city's gonna break my heart. She's always gonna break a heart. Oh.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How's everyone doing today? Currently 9:09 a.m. on this absolutely BEA beautiful Wednesday. The sun is chirping. The birds are shining. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to get dialed in as we jump into the bloodbath of the stock market that it's been. Team, we got a day ahead. We got a lot of opportunity. The S&P 500 has dropped $25 in the last week. How crazy is that to think about? We are seeing the S&P 500 on the biggest pullback of the year. We are seeing the S&P 500 have its biggest red day in the last 2 years yesterday. So, what does that mean for us today? Does that mean today is going to be a dip buy? Does that mean today is going to be the bounce play? Does that mean today is going to be the day we want to be able to jump on in? But the thing is, it's all about timing. Timing this, as in what is the correct price? What is the correct time of the day for us to get in and see maximum upside? Guys, if you guys are excited about today, if you guys are joining us live on this day, take a second, smash that thumbs on up over on YouTube. That's all I ask from you guys. Hit that thumbs up over on the YouTube so that we are all set, ready to go. I want to bring you guys value. I want to bring you guys content. I want to bring you guys education. And on top of that, I want to bring you guys profits. So, let's talk about it all. Let's go over everything that you guys need to know so every single person is all set, ready to rock. All right, let's do it, guys. Turn off the music here. Claire, turn it down. Thank you. And we will be all set, ready to go on this day. Man, I'm so excited for this Thursday morning because there is so much opportunity. Guys, let's head on in. Let's dive in, and let's make sure that we're all set. So, what we are obviously going to be talking about right now at this moment, right here, is going to be the S&P 500. The SPY, the S&P 500, man, oh man, we had a biggest red day in the last 2 years. Guys, let's say that again. Yesterday, we had the biggest red day since 2022. What in the world happened over on the S&P 500? The SPY fell from 550 in pre-market all the way on down to 540. We were seeing a $12 drop from the previous close over on Tuesday to where we closed off yesterday. We have now been falling just from the last few days, 556 all the way down towards the price of 550. If we want to go back into a little bit of a larger time frame, a 30-minute time frame, we're going all the way from the price of 565 all the way on down to 539. Traders, this market is getting ugly. This market is turning and dropping. This market is saying to investors out there, I need to get a pullback. I am overbought. It is time to start seeing some red. But we know the S&P 500 is still the top 500 companies in the United States. It's still an all-star team of the best of the best. So, are we going to be able to see that bounce play back on up? Let's get everyone prepared on this day. What I want everyone to do, because there's a great outlook right here over on Fox Runner, go over to Fox Runner, click News Alerts. And when you have News Alerts, there is everything you need right here over on the S&P 500. We are going to read this, we're going to go over this, and we're going to make sure every single trader is prepared of what you guys need to look for. So it says the worst day on the SPY since 2022. The SPY falls over 4% in 7 trading sessions, a 2% drop yesterday, a $25 drop total. Here at Fox Runner, we want to make your life simple and give you the answers you are looking for. Here is why the SPY is falling. So guys, let's see, why is the S&P 500, why is the stock market actually falling? Well, number one, natural pullback and profit taking. The S&P 500 had over a 70 on the RSI last week at record highs. This means the S&P 500 was overbought and naturally profit taking will occur near new highs. I think we can all agree with that. I think we can all agree that the S&P 500 being up 18% on the year, the average return on the S&P 500 is 10%. Already within the first 6 months of the year, we were already coming up to a 20% return, almost double what you're supposed to have within an entire year within the first 6 months. So seeing that on the chart and on our indicators that we were naturally overbought and now there's going to be profit taking, I could agree with point one here. Number two, we have bad earnings. Two of the largest companies in the world, Tesla and Google, did not live up to traders' expectations in this earnings season. The S&P 500 is made up of the 500 top individual companies, but the Magnificent Seven are going to have the most control of the markets. The Magnificent Seven include Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Tesla, Google, and Nvidia. So these are the top ones. And we did have earnings over on Tesla 2 days ago, and we had earnings on Google 2 days ago. And take a look at what happened. Tesla came out with bad earnings. It dropped very hard. Google didn't really have that many bad earnings. They just were not as good as traders wanted, and that dropped hard as well. So if we have the S&P 500 made up of the Magnificent Seven, and we know that those are going to be some of the biggest force, biggest influences in the market, well, we definitely want to realize that, hey, those are going to definitely lead towards the market dropping or spiking. If these two both have bad earnings, market's going to start turning. Number three, artificial intelligence. We have just crossed 18 months of the AI hype we all watched and been part of. But investors' outlook on AI is starting to get concerned. Are these billions of dollars invested going to pay off in the long run? So, traders, when we're talking about AI and we're talking about artificial intelligence, it's very cool. It's very neat. It's very wild, the concepts that we're hearing. But at the same time, how much AI has led to actual profits? Sure, we have ChatGPT, very cool. But to invest billions and billions and billions of dollars that these companies of Meta and Tesla and Google and Microsoft and Nvidia have put in billions of dollars, have we gotten a return on those billions of dollars? Or is AI a pipe dream? Is it hopefully something big happens in the future? Hopefully robots are walking around in the future, serving us chocolate milkshakes. I don't know. But have we been able to actually get a return off these billions of dollars? Or are we going to see a return? Or is this all built up on hype and just let's buy NVDA and hope I make money in the future? Right? So that is a little bit of a concern at this moment. Number four, uncertainty with interest rates. It has now been 7 months since Jerome Powell first stated we would cut interest rates. This long period of uncertainty is finally catching up. If someone says we are going to do something, and now over 7 months have passed and we still have not done it, well, guess what, guys? That is definitely very concerning. Hey, you told me that this was going to happen 7 months ago. It still hasn't happened yet. That's the reason why the market's falling. And we also have presidential uncertainty. President Joe Biden has dropped out of the 2024 presidential race with only 4 months before voting begins. The Democratic Party could say, we don't know what we're going to do here, right? So that's more uncertainty. What's going to happen with the future and outlook? A lot of times the stock market isn't reacting to what's happening right now. It's reacting to what investors think is going to be happening in the future. And that leads to some sort of reaction right now. So let's get the S&P 500 little update here. All the major indexes saw losses on Wednesday. In the trading session, the S&P 500 slid 2.31% to close at 5,427. The Nasdaq Composite also slid 3.64%, closing out at 17,000. Both indexes posted their worst session since 2022. The indexes were bogged down by earnings results on Google parent company, Google and Tesla. Meanwhile, the Dow Jones Industrial Average also moved lower, falling 1.25%, with YouTube advertising revenue missing estimates. Google plunged 5% to see its biggest one-day drop since January 31st. Despite posting an earnings and revenue beat, Tesla posted results that missed and saw a 7% drop. That sent shares down 12%, the worst day since 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, it's getting ugly out there. So we have natural bad pullbacks, right? Natural pullbacks. We have bad earnings. We have artificial intelligence concerns, uncertainty with interest rates, presidential uncertainty. There's a lot of scary things out there. So let's talk about why the large drop. Let's ask some analysts out in the world. Well, Barron stated the losses were due in part to the earnings over on Google and Tesla that didn't live up to high expectations. Investors are also likely double guessing the take on artificial intelligence. Okay. How about Yu Ming, CIO of BMO Wealth Management? We do have a lot of uncertainty right now. It seems like that's the word of the day. Also, I would call for skepticism on artificial intelligence. Okay, so we have two people right here talking about artificial intelligence. Okay, what about Yuri over on ABC News? U.S. stock index suffered their worst losses since 2020 after earnings from Tesla and Google. And also a frenzy around artificial intelligence. So it's not just, artificial intelligence here, it's Barron's, it's wealth management, it's ABC News. Everyone's talking about uncertainty here. So the big question that we got to go over and get the answer towards for every single person right here and right now is going to be, where is the bounce play? Where is the bounce play right here? So the SPY game plan, where is the bounce? Everyone has the same question on their mind. Where and when is going to the bounce going to happen? Obviously, this answer will never be 100% certain, but we can take a look at the chart and get the best answer we possibly can. The SPY is due for a bounce play after falling $25 in 2 weeks, dropping over 2% yesterday alone. What we see as of now is past chart history at the price of $5.39. Studying pivot points, we are able to see where would a trader's psychology kick in. The trick in this game is thinking, where are the majority of traders looking to buy in at a price that seems reasonable and affordable to them? The 50-day moving average usually is a great area for bounces, but unfortunately that was cracked yesterday at the price of $5.39. Please also understand these are rough estimates, as an ETF as a big SPY will never bounce perfectly off that $5.39, but this could give us an estimate of where to start looking for entries. If the SPY cracks $5.39 today, we could see lows of $5.37. In one hand, the market going lower is a very bad sign. But in the other hand, the market going lower could lead towards a better dip buy and a bigger bounce play. So, which one seems better to you? Traders, we have gone over absolutely everything there is to go over on the S&P 500. We know that the S&P 500 is having this massive drop. We know that there's all these reasonings on the S&P 500. We know it was the worst day since 2022. We have all these different statements from all these high credible sources. We have a game plan over on the S&P 500 where we can see this drop in this fade, and we know that a bounce play is going to be coming on up. But is the bounce play going to be today at $5.39? $5.39, an excellent dip buy opportunity. Is it going to be getting in right at the bell, trying to bounce back above that 50-day moving average? Is it going to be, Dek, wait until it falls down to $5.37? The answer, unfortunately, I cannot give you. I cannot give you the answer, unfortunately. If I knew, I would take out millions of dollars, I would place it, and I would say, hey, let's go ahead and become multimillionaires. But there's always a little bit of the guessing game here. We know the market just had a massive dump. We know that a dip buy and a bounce play is going to be coming. We know that traders are going to say to themselves, hey, we just fell $25 in the matter of 2 weeks. We just fell 2.2% yesterday in the matter of a day. People are going to realize that that 50-day moving average is going to be a good dip buy opportunity if we could ever get right above it. So if we know that 539 is old area of bouncing, and we know 541.20 is the 50-day moving average, when we are again starting off this day right at the price of 541.47, are we going to start with a dip and a bounce right off the rip? Are we going to start with just a little crack right back down to that 50-day moving average and a nice spike back on up? I can tell you right now, I do not want to miss the dip buy opportunity. I do not want to say to myself, man, I wish I jumped in. But obviously, the big question is, where is it going to be at? So, I want every single person at this moment to type out, if you guys are over on YouTube, type out where you think the best dip buy is going to be. Is it going to be right at the bell at 541, right at the 50-day moving average? Or is it going to be at 539? Or is it going to be back on down towards around 537? What do you guys think is going to be the best area? So I'm going to also set this up over on TradeCaster right here, and let's go with what price will be the best price for an SPY dip buy? And is the best price going to be 541 right at the bell, right? Bell and spike. Is it going to be 539, right? Looking for past chart history pattern, looking for old pivot points, waiting for a small dip. Or is it going to be 537, right? It's going to be a red day today, then bounce. So 539, basically morning dip, then spike. So it's either, again, these are your options here today. 541, open on up, we're going right on up. Traders are going to get ready for a dip buy. 539, pullback at the start of the day. Maybe again, we fall for the first hour, find support, then bounce on up. Or 537, Dek, we're going red day again today. We're going to have another red day before we bounce back on up. You guys ready? Everyone, go cast their vote. So right now, everyone, go vote. Let's see where, again, all the hype is looking. Go right above the live stream. You guys can cast your vote, or you can even click the poll button right here and get a good idea. So I want to see every single person voting here. Let's see where these results take us. Let's see, again, what's going to be coming on up. Right now, it's a little bit of a split between 539. It's a little bit of a split between 539, 537. Now, again, we have 541. Not many people thinking we're going to bounce right off the bell here, team. But 7% saying we're going to bounce right at the start of the day. 50% saying, again, dip, then spike. And we even have a large majority right now, 537, red day today, then bounce. And again, that should say bounce, not boss, excuse me. So what we have at this moment, traders, everyone cast your vote if you guys have not yet. In the matter of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, stop the poll. We have 539, morning dip, then spike. Majority of traders. The least amount of traders are saying that we are going to just bounce right at the start of the day. All right? So it does not seem like there is a lot of people that are saying, oh, we're going to bounce right off the start of the day. But hey, we're going to be opening up right next to that 50-day moving average. We are opening up right next to that 50-day moving average, which is going to be very big. Now, let's also see what else we have going on with this day. We do have, again, a couple stocks you guys may want to keep your eyes peeled on. We have PBM, right? PBM, definitely one we want to be watching. POA, that's not a bad play, but that's opening right next to the 200-day moving average. Again, last time you came up towards the 200-day moving average, you got a very strong rejection. This time, opening up right next to the 200-day moving average could be a very strong rejection. And then the other one that is getting traders excited is MIRA. Now, I do just want to go over this really quickly, guys. MIRA, again, gives you the answers on Fox Runner. You guys know this. What we have right here is MIRA is back and looking for a breakout. I'm going to go over this one quickly because you guys only have 3 minutes, but you guys can just read it on your scanner if you guys want to. So it says MIRA is on high alert today. Mid-candle breakout setup. MIRA is the stock that previously on Monday spiked 500%. Reminder, this stock spiked from 30 cents to $5 on Monday after it came out with a strong press release. This is what we have right here. Mid-candle breakout pattern. Mid-candle breakout pattern shows day one, you spike up over 100%, usually from some sort of hot press release, just like MIRA did. This should be one of, or if not the biggest day of spiking. Day 2 or 3, you fall back on down to midway of day one spike. Day 3 or 4, traders again realize that this is going to be a good dip buying opportunity and it starts moving its way back on up. Day 4 and 5, you break back on up towards some highs. So take a look right here, team. X and Y, spike, fall back down to the midway, get a next leg on up. DLT, spike, fall back down to the midway, you get the next leg on up. Spike, huge breakout, huge rip and run. Traders realize it's time to take profits short, and then shorters get squeezed on out. You get the big next rip and run. Take a look at MIRA today. MIRA at this moment, massive spike, starting to get its pullback, now gapping on up, a break of $4, things can get exciting. So what I'm actually seeing right here is a lot of similarities to HMNY. HMNY spike, you can see a couple days of pulling back, consolidation, next leg. See right here, spike, couple days of pulling back, just had another press release this morning, gapping on up, break of $4, could easily squeeze on up towards new highs. So it is one of the go-to patterns that a lot of traders are focusing on and a lot of traders are looking at, little heads on up. But today, really, again, comes on down to the S&P 500. All traders are going to be looking at that. And then on top of that, guys, we do have MIRA on high alert. All traders are going to be focused over there and looking at that. So I want to make sure every single person is all set here. I want to make sure every single person is all good. I want to make sure every single person is on top of their game because this market is about to be opening up here, traders, in just a second. So let's do it. Now, the majority of traders here are saying we are not having the gap up at the start. You know, the majority of traders here, only 19% says that we are going to bounce at the start of the day. So let's see if that 19% is correct. To get that morning bounce, that morning spike right off the rip here. So, man, I'm excited, guys. It's going to be a good day ahead. All right, traders. Guys, market opens on up. Again, if you guys are watching over on YouTube, smash that thumbs up. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I hope you guys are feeling good, feeling alive, and feeling ready, baby. Man, it is that like tough call though. Do you go after it right at the start of the day, or do we wait until the 539s? Right, that's always that tough thing. Do we wait until the 539s, or do we watch try to hop in so we don't miss the dip buy? Guys, market is opening up right now at this moment. Obviously, the day is starting on off. Things are again looking strong. Let's see what we have. Obviously, I want every single trader to make money. I want every single trader to come out on top. I want every single trader making that cash. Big day ahead. Let's see if we can get like a $2 drop back on down to 539. Go from there. Obviously, I would want you guys watching MIRA as well. MIRA definitely has a lot of potential. All right, traders, let's see what we have. S&P 500 battling right at the start. Can we get above that 542? I know we're all looking for that pullback, for that drop. Now, remember, team, if you're taking a look over on the SPY right now, okay, you're taking a look over on the SPY right now at this moment. Let's try to figure out where would that perfect dip buy be? Where would that perfect opportunity be for that dip buy? Let's go back to a larger time frame. Let's go back to like a 60-minute time frame. Let's make this a huge chart here. If I go back to a 60-minute time frame, I see that we've cracked this uptrend. Notice how we had from bullishness to bearishness. Now, let's just do this, guys. Let's make this very easy. Let's go over here. Let's put a support line right next to that 539.50 mark, where it seems like it was bouncing a lot off in pre-market. Let's just put a blue line here. Now, let's go across and back in time and see where would, again, a great area of support or a bounce play be. Right now, this blue line represents where we bounced off in pre-market. You can see in the bottom right-hand corner, bounced, 539.50. Take a look right here, 539.50, 539.50. Dek, what if it falls underneath 539.50? What's the next area that stands out to us? That's what we want to be thinking about. Now, I would say the next area that really stands out to me would be what? Are you guys thinking maybe like, I mean, what we want to do is line up the old highs. So we could go to, I mean, they're all kind of like on a increasing slightly. I'm trying to line up this old area of support with this old spiking high. I was hoping maybe one more high would be up here. Let's kind of go back maybe a little bit farther in history, see if we can find anything that's really standing out to us. So right now that orange line, and we can't be unrealistic. Right now we're all the way back down to $500. So the thing is, we're trying to figure out right now at this moment, all right, we go underneath 539.50. Where will the next, bounce play, the next dip buy actually be for us? What's going to be a realistic area here? And it just seems like the best area that makes the most sense is back on down towards around 536. I mean, I'm thinking this cluster here. We have an old spiking high at around 536. We have an old spiking high up towards 536.90. 536.90 here, 536.25. So if we start going underneath the price of 539.50, you know, we do have room to fall all the way back on down towards around 536. So it's like the S&P 500. We're looking to see, are we going to keep on getting ugly? Are we going to keep, you know, getting that hype? Team, take a look right now. MIRA. MIRA tried to get a squeeze on up towards $4 resistance. $4 resistance is tough though. Also, CMAX. Wasn't this a top gainer? Excuse me, guys. CMAX is setting itself on up in the same exact idea. So CMAX does also have, take a look on this, guys, a little mid-candle breakout pattern. Mid-candle breakout pattern, a little mid-candle breakout setup. So this is all we're focusing on. Watching and waiting. Just had a new low of the day on the S&P 500. New low of the day on the S&P 500. So I do want to make sure every single trader understands what we have right now at this moment. Man, we got a big day ahead. Big day today. Big day ahead with a lot of big opportunity. Is anyone in right now? Can I ask you guys that question? Is there anyone in right now at this moment with that dip buy? Is there anyone in right now in the S&P 500 saying to themselves, oh boy, time for me to jump on in. Oh boy, time for, I don't want to miss out on this play. There are a lot of traders out there right now that have already jumped in on the S&P 500 just because they assume at some point today we are going back on up to 541, 542, 543. There's a lot of people obviously, you know, banking that we are going to be moving ourselves on up here very soon. S&P 500 still falling. What's the price that you guys are pulling the trigger at? I mean, I would say if we come on down to the price of 536, 536, we come on down to 536 today, team. I think we have to. I mean, even low 537s, that would honestly be, I think, the price that I would say, hey, I'm jumping in. I'm putting an expiration date for like next week, and I'm walking away. I really think I would do that. If we come on down to the 536s today, I think it would be expiration price, not this Friday. Put it as for next Friday or even after that. Just again, close off your broker, walk away. Because yes, this is a stock that definitely, or it's the ETF that is due for a dip buy. If we have fallen so far $25 or even over that, if we have fallen so far over upwards of 5% in the last week, if we are seeing the S&P 500 continuously fade back on down today, you come back on down towards the price of 536. I mean, you jump in, close your broker, walk away, come back in a day or two, we'll be back up near 550. That would be my thought process. That would be my idea. That would be exactly, you know, what I would be doing. And you know what? If you take a guess on, you know, okay, where is this going to bounce? Remember, it is very rare that the S&P 500 ever falls and consistently falls, right? You can take a look right here. The S&P 500, when you get pullbacks, it's usually followed by big green days. Pullbacks, big green days. Even right here, here's again a pullback followed by a big green uptrend, right? You know, throughout this entire year, whenever we get a pullback, we get very big uptrends. Justin, you're in on the put side, 540 put side. All right. Zach, I've covered it this morning to death the last 3 days, but yes, I'm still in. There you go, going on the put side. So I know there's traders that are sitting on the put side right here. I would say, again, 536, I'm in. Next Friday expiration, close your broker and walk away. That's what I'm doing, team. So you guys have it right here in front of you. I'm recording it, stamping it. 536 is hit. I'm jumping on in. Next Friday expiration, walking away. I'll see you guys next week when it's back up towards 548. Deck, what do you think about SMCI in these plays? These plays are getting weak. AI hype starting to, again, kind of come back on down. Now, the thing is, SMCI, what's a beautiful thing about SMCI? 200-day moving average coming on up, right? So SMCI, 200-day moving average. Now, guys, notice that SMCI, one of the biggest breakouts from artificial intelligence, starting to dump all the way back on down. Not only that, take a look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA, one of the biggest spikes. How's artificial intelligence looking? Artificial intelligence, we went over this morning. Things are looking shaky. Artificial intelligence isn't looking that good right now, team, right? We look at NVIDIA. We have gone from 140 and now we're back on down towards 110. We take a look at Supermicro Computer. We've gone from $1,200 to now $678. Almost a 50% return, or excuse me, a 50% drop from its highs over on SMCI. Taking a look over on NVIDIA, from the very top to where we're at this moment, about a 12% drop at this time. So we are seeing that NVIDIA and SMCI are getting weaker. Guys, S&P 500 still fading and falling here. Do we have any sort of news at 10 o'clock? Now I will say, let's go over this. 19% of the chat room today over on Tradecaster, 19% says that the S&P 500 was going to spike at the start of the day. The majority of the members over on Tradecaster says wait until 5:32, or excuse me, 5:39 or 5:37. So this makes me very happy. This makes me very happy that the majority of, again, the traders in Tradecaster said, you know what, Deck, I'm going to wait for a bounce. I'm going to wait for a bounce. That's beautiful. And right now, traders, we are falling. We are fading. We're coming back on down towards lows. You guys are, again, understanding the market very well. You guys are coming out on top. I love this. I love seeing it. Right now, guys, we are also live over on YouTube. I'm going to take a look over on the YouTube chat. YouTube chat, how you guys feeling today? YouTube chat, how are you feeling today? I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're having a great day. Again, I do look at the YouTube chat. I look at Tradecaster chat a little bit more, obviously. But again, the YouTube guys, I hope you guys are feeling absolutely fantastic today. I hope you guys woke on up this morning inside your $4,000 Tempur-Pedic King California mattress beds. You rolled on over, you looked at your significant other, and you said to yourself, man, it is going to be an absolutely beautiful day. You gave him a kiss on the cheek, and then you started off your day. And you were saying, Deck, I don't have a significant other. Well, I hope you rolled on over and maybe, again, gave yourself a little kiss on the cheek. Maybe, again, you kissed your cat, your dog, and said, today's going to be a big day ahead. Golden Fitness said, Deck, I wish I woke up next to you. Get in line. Get in line. There's a long, long line. Golden Fitness. It's going to be weeks, months, years.
We sit in the sun, in waves, we sleep.
S&P 500. Trying to hold on up. Take a look over on the U.S. economic calendar on the day. This week's major U.S. economic reports and Fed speakers. What do we have here? We do have Thursday, nothing at 10 o'clock. Thursday, nothing at 10 o'clock. Nothing at 10 o'clock on this Thursday. All right. We got the S&P 500, little bounce here today, team. Little bounce so far. Man, come on. I would love to see it, stay underneath the 50-day moving average. My biggest fear is missing this bounce play. That's my biggest fear, is missing this bounce play. Because it's going to be nice. The S&P 500, let's also connect some dots. Let's go over here right now, team. Let's get rid of the indicators here for a second. Okay, let's go over to show indicators. Let's get rid of the indicators here for a moment. And let's connect some dots on what we have at this time. Let's connect this bottom dot to this bottom dot. Let's connect it across the board here. And let's see where we line up at. Traders, this is where we currently are seeing What do you guys think about this? If we take a look over on the S&P 500 at this time, and we just start, connecting the dots on where we are considered bullish and bearish, what do you guys realize? Wait a minute. I see that back in October, we had a great dip buy. I could see over back in April, we had a great dip buy. I could see at the start of May, we had a great dip buy. And now you're telling me right here, what do we start having? This is dip buy area. This is dip buy opportunity. So this is going to be right at where we came on down to, that 540-ish mark. The perfect area would be somewhere right in that 539s. But I do want you guys to see, of course, what we have over on the S&P 500. This has been a trend line that has been lasting for about 10 months. So the SPY uptrend, which has been lasting for 10 months, 540, I'm going to say 539.50 is the perfect entry if this trend line holds. So I'm still waiting. I'm still gonna wait a little bit longer to probably 536, just in case we get some negative momentum. But at the same time, team, I do wanna I do want you guys to all be aware that that 539.50 mark could definitely be the area. So a lot of people right now are asking themselves that question. It just comes down, I mean, you could do 25% of a position, right? Do 25% of a position, maybe at 539. Then you do 75% at 536. You do 50-50. You could split it on up, right? So it just comes on down to your risk tolerance. Comes on down to your game plan. Comes on down to what you are comfortable with, what you are thinking. You could say, hey, Dek, I'm going to jump in with 10% right now. I'm going to get involved with 10% at this moment, just so I know, hey, at least I have something. Worst case scenario, you jump in right now and it bounces back on up. At least you have a little bit of something over on this play. We have SLRX trying to move itself on up. SLRX. Guys, SLRX, that was the stock that squeezed me 2 days ago. Squeezed me out 2 days ago. That one's trying to move itself on up. We have a lot of kind of like mid-candle breakout pattern type of plays, don't we? We got SLRX spiking. Now again, pulling on back. Now trying to spike. We did have MIRA, which does have, again, a spike. A little bit of a drop. Now trying to get back above $3.50 and $4. Right? CMAX is another one with that mid-candle breakout pattern spike. Falling back on down, trying to squeeze, trying to move itself back on up here a little bit more. So it's nice to see what we have in this market. And I want to see if the SPY is going to hit some new lows. Guys, starting to drop, starting to get weaker here. MIRA looking like it wants to break out again soon. Pavic Trades, you in on anything? You in on, maybe 1,000, 2,000 shares on the long side? Hey, I love the mid-candle breakout pattern, but it needs to break through $4. Break through $4, you could easily squeeze right on up to 5. What do we have at this time? It says, U.S. economy grew at 2.8% pace in second quarter, more than expected. Berkshire Hathaway dumps $2.3 billion of Bank of America shares in a 6-day sale. Viking stock jumps 20% after drug maker moves weight loss injection to late-stage trials. Cryptocurrencies suffer alongside tech stock. ETH slides 6%. Ooh, I didn't even think about that yesterday. So how did crypto do yesterday while the market had one of its biggest drops of the year? Usually crypto does follow whatever the market does. So let's just see, how's Bitcoin? Bitcoin's not doing that bad. 64% or 64,000. I thought, it would be like at like 52,000, or I thought people would be really flipping out, getting very nervous. I mean, hey, over the past, 5 days, it definitely has fallen, but I mean, not that much. Bitcoin's a sleeper right now. Bitcoin's up 45% on the year. That's still fantastic. The average return in the stock market's 10% on the year. So Bitcoin's still being an incredible investment. And it's just because this year was at 44,000, 43,000, and then moved itself all the way on up towards over 70,000. So Bitcoin's still very, very hot right now. Right now, traders, we are again staying alert, watching to see what else is that? Is that tonight? Yes, guys. What is tonight? Does anyone know? What happens tonight? Little sign up right here. Tonight, we actually have the kickoff to the Olympics. So, Olympics going off tonight. The Summer Olympics. We're gonna be having track and field. We're going to be having the javelin. We're talking about the shot put. We're talking about the high jump. We're talking about the 200-meter dash. We're talking about swimming. Michael Phelps. So we'll see. Deck, does the Olympics, do they affect the stock market? No, not usually. Unless something crazy happens. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Talk about... All right, a little side note, if I may just bring this on up. Just talk about the accuracy. This guy, look at this, was the Olympics back in 1992. So this kicks an archery kicks off tonight, Paris 2024. All right, whoever does this tonight, if you miss, oh man, look how good, look how dialed in this guy is. This guy is absolutely dialed in. 1992. Guy shows on up, looking like, he looks like a mad scientist. All set, arrow, foot position. Whew, he's got to nail it. Throws it above the stands. Ah! Look at that shot. That's impressive. I don't care who you are. To be able to stand in front of the entire world with just a gladiator arrow lit on fire, throwing it over Caesar, and just let it go. Boink. That's better than the Olympics right there. I'm tuning in just to watch. They're saying archery today kicks off Paris 2024. Going back to that unforgettable moment in 1992. This guy looks like he's 3'8". Either this guy is 3'8" or this guy's 7'9". I have no idea. But what a shot from the guy. So, hey, we'll see what we got going into tonight. Live bet that shot, if he hits it or not. Deck, thank you for the MIRA. Heads on up. Call out just made $300 over on MIRA. Shout out to you. Again, shout out to Fox Runner. Getting it all again dialed in here. Again, just a little heads on up. If you guys want this scanner, if you guys want my trade idea scanners, if you guys want my broker, it's all in the description below. So over on YouTube, if you guys want any of my scanners that you guys see, it's all in the description below so that you guys are all set. We're waiting for that SPY crack. Waiting for that SPY weakness. We're waiting for that SPY drop. So a lot of people getting nervous on AI at this time. A lot of people getting nervous on AI. You know, is AI, you know, worth the billions upon billions upon billions of dollars? I mean, the thing is, there are cool platforms out there. There are cool programs out there. There are very neat things at this time. But is it worth the billions of dollars that we have, you know, as people have invested in? That's the big question. Is it worth that? Let me see here. I mean, like, this is an AI platform, right? Describe the image you want to generate. Let's see how good this would be. Let's do Let's see how good this AI is here, team. I want, okay, a stock trader is sitting, right? Is sitting in the middle of Times Square, New York City. It is nighttime, and the city is very busy. It is also raining out. So a stock trader is sitting in the middle of Times Square, New York City. It is nighttime. The city is very busy. And it is also raining outside. All right, let's see what we get. Now, with that being stated, is this cool? This is cool. But at the same time, is it worth billions of dollars people invested in? I mean, it's fun to make some cool pictures, I guess. Let's see. Let's see how well this is going to be able to react here. Let's see the images we get here. Stock trader sitting in the middle of Times Square, New York City. It's nighttime. The city is very busy. It's also raining outside. Let's see what we get here. What is AI? AI right now working its business, seeing what we can do, seeing what it could accomplish. I hope it gives me like a random picture of a rabbit. That's kind of what I want. I want like a random picture of a rabbit right now. What I will say is it maybe has to work on its loading speed. All right, is it worth the billions of dollars? I'm going to say no. Just because of the loading speed. I'm going to move this off to the side until it generates, until it gets its pictures. Move that off to the bottom. Right now, traders, we are waiting. So it said limited gain. Dek, I thought you're trading. Again, I'm waiting for the dip. Right now, guys, if you guys are saying, oh, Dek, I want you to jump it on to play. What am I, your little fucking monkey boy? What do you think I'm going to do? Just jump it on stocks whenever, again, you want me to pull the trigger? What do I look like to you? What do I say? Wait until at least 539. What did I say? Wait until at least 536. So the thing is, are we just going to jump in whenever, again, we want to? No, we got to wait for the play, wait for the patience. Guys, when you're a stock trader, you got to be a stock sniper. That means you are sitting in the grass. You're waiting for that easy shot. You're waiting for that easy kill. This is the #1 reason why most people are not successful. Because we live inside a world that all of a sudden you can go from TikTok video to TikTok video, YouTube video to YouTube video. Oh, I want some food. Okay, let me get Grubhub. Ooh, I want to go to this destination. Okay, let me order an Uber. Our attention spans are like so quick. We can't even keep paying attention for anything more than 3 seconds until we say, ooh, I want to do this. If I say, hey guys, the S&P 500 has literally been holding this uptrend for the last 10 months. The best dip buy is going to be back down to 539, but if you want to stay smart, down to 536. And now people say, well, Dek, I want to buy now. Well, go ahead and buy now. Go ahead, do it. Go ahead. You see what happens. Be my guest. Have a little patience. Have a little discipline. Have a little dignity. Okay? That's all it is. A little patience, all it takes. A little patience every now and then. This website sucks. On top of that, this website sucks. We're not even... There we go. All right. Oh, hold on. A stock trader is sitting in the middle of Times Square, New York City. It's nighttime. The city's very busy. It's also raining outside. All right. I mean... They're pretty good. I was imagining something different in my head. I was imagining like, again, not the AI's fault. I was thinking it was gonna have like computers around it, but I didn't put that. I literally said a stock trader sitting. So a stock trader sitting in the middle of Times Square, New York City. I mean, hey, these are pretty good pictures. And this is a pretty good picture here. Other than this one. This one's kind of jacked up a little bit. You guys, this is the only one that's messed up here slightly. If you guys take a look at this one, his Something's going on with his legs. He has feet coming out of his ass. This one's a little creeping me out. I feel like I'm watching the Human Centipede or something. I don't like that one. But I think some of these are pretty good. That one's pretty good. These faces over here on these billboards a little creepy though. Yeah, they got to work on the faces. They're kind of creeping me out a little bit. But other than that, they are pretty solid. So hey, AI is definitely very neat. Guys, here's the drop on the spy. So the spy right here, traders. Here comes a little bit of the dip. Finally, again, we are starting to get a little bit of this drop right here. We came on down to 539.61. I told you the area I want. The area where I am going to say, hey guys, I'm in and walking away is 536. That's what I want. The area that I personally want to jump in on is 536. That's what I want. But I will say 539 is the bounce area on the chart. So my idea is it might go a little bit farther. Momentum may push it a little bit lower. We might get a little couple dollar crack lower than we think before the bounce back on up. So this could be it right here. This could be it. 539.50. That could be it right here and right now. Right? We see that on the chart. 539.50. We just came on down to 539.61. We see over on Fox Runner here. 539 main support. 539 area is a strong bounce play area. If it holds, this is going to be the dip buy and bounce play. What I'm going to do, just to stay a little bit more conservative, is I'm still going to wait until it goes back on down towards 537, 536. And then I'm going to do probably next Friday expiration. Then I'm going to again hold and be all set, ready to go. So I am waiting for it, and I am going to keep staying disciplined and get the entry that I want. So boom, boom, boom so far, traders. This thing is still dropping. SPY. I know Zach still sitting on the put side. Let me ask you guys this. How many people here? How many people are in on the SPY? Is there anyone here on the call side right now who just entered? And is there anyone here right now on the put side who has been holding? Where are you guys at this time? So let me know. Let me know in the chat room right now. Is there anyone on the put side that's saying, Dek, I'm going to try to hold this all the way down to 536? And is there anyone that just did their first entry at 539? Anyone say, Dek, I just jumped in at 539. I just pulled the trigger at 539.10, 539.20. I'm looking for a bounce play back above 540. So right here, team, this is the battleground. Battleground at this moment. We know at this time, 539 main support line. All right, 539 main support line. Also right here, trend line, 539 main support line. 539 is not going to be easy to crack. If it falls and fades, I want to see 536. That's where I'm jumping in. So a lot of people are going to try to hold this on up right here. Woo! J-Sid just did 4 contracts on the SPY, just made a quick $1,300. Sheesh. I love it. Guys, just came on down to 538.99, new low of the day. SPY's still getting weaker here. I'm waiting till 536s, guys. 536s, I'm pulling the trigger and walking away. 536s, pulling the trigger, walking away. So we still got about another $2, $3 drop. And we'll be all set, ready to go. So far, we've fallen $2 on the day. Basically, it'd be about another 1% drop on this day. Another 1% drop on this day over on the S&P 500. That would be putting us down nearly 6%. 6% drop in the last 2 weeks. I mean, a dip buy would have to be due here very soon. Let's see, SPY stock here, S&P 500. It's not really a stock, it's an ETF, but I just always type in stock. And you can go year to date. Year to date, we're now up 14%. Guys, we were all the way up near 19% before. So that's what's so nuts about this, is that it has been giving so much back. And there will be a dip buy. There will be a dip buy opportunity. But the S&P 500 here, team, still fading, still falling, still getting ugly. I want to see that 536 mark if we can get it, man. Right now, SPY still dropping. Just hit another new high. I don't mind this. I don't mind this activity at all. Let this thing keep on fading. So, Dek, you know, what would you honestly do? I'll tell you guys right now. I would do a point SPX. Right? I always love trading SPX. So I'd probably go, let me put SPY up here. SPX. So again, I do SPX because it's more of the crazy version as the SPY. You guys tell me. I want to see what you guys think. What would be a good expiration date where I could hold this today into tomorrow, maybe even into, today into tomorrow, probably Friday, maybe into Monday, and not have a ton of time decay destroy my account? What would be the best expiration date, guys, where I could jump on in today and tomorrow? It's not going to be overly super expensive, but at the same time, it's far enough away where time decay isn't going to be a major factor. Of course, time decay will always be a factor, but not a major factor. What would be the best? Would it be July 26th, tomorrow at the end of the close? Would it be August 21st? Just that go 3 weeks away? You know, make sure you're being smart and just go that far away. So you know what you got it. That's the hard part of trading sometimes. Is you got to try to find that happy medium area where it's, okay, I don't want to overpay for a contract. I want to pay for a contract that I know I'm going to, you know, hold for probably about today and tomorrow, and I just don't want time decay to basically eat me alive. Right? So that's definitely something that, you know, you want to be thinking about, trying to find, you know, that best overall opportunity. So what's the date right now? July 25th. July 25th, Friday the 2nd, August 2nd, August 6th. I mean, remember, if we jump on in, we want to give ourselves enough time that it's not like if we have an hour of consolidation, all of a sudden we're going in the red. If you do, again, same day expiration or tomorrow's expiration or even Monday's expiration, right? You're going to have to face time decay. I wouldn't mind going until next Friday or even until next Tuesday, so I have a little bit more time where time decay doesn't even have to be a factor to me. So I'm kind of thinking maybe like August 6th, you know, give myself you know, a good chunk of change where it's like, all right, Dek, because I'll tell you guys right now, if I jump in today, I'm closing off my broker, I'm closing off my computer, and I'm walking away. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I don't want to sit here and just stare and get scared on any sort of little movement. If I, again, see this thing fall on down towards the 536s, I know that the SPY has now fallen over 5%. The S&P 500 is now coming up to a $30 drop in the matter of a week and a half. The S&P 500 has fallen over 3% in just the last 2 days alone. Within the next day or so, we are going to be having a bounce play back on up towards 550 or so. That's what I would expect. So that's kind of the idea that I'm focusing on and what I'm looking at. Rock off, where's your stop? No stop. Either I blow up my whole entire account or I make a ton of money. Okay? Get ready to go. No, I'm just kidding. Have a stop loss, right? That comes on down to you. Comes on down to where you feel comfortable. Right? The thing is, traders, if you don't want to lose thousands of dollars, don't invest thousands of dollars. If you don't want to say, oh, Dek, I don't want to blow up my account, don't invest your whole entire account, right? Have a game plan. Understand what you're doing. Right? Oh, yeah, Dek, I like this. Guys, what are we doing? Stop loss? No stop loss. We either make millions of dollars on this trade, or again, we lose it all. This is the trade here that either I'm making a Lamborghini money, or I'm going to go work as Dollar General and be a cashier. Strap up! So making sure that we're all good. Wait and watch. No, I'm probably going to change the strike price. Strike price, I don't know. Let's wait until we drop on down to the 536s and we'll go from there. So we're probably going to change the strike price, but let's wait until we drop on down towards the low 536s. Guys, we're only $2 away. We're only $2 away at this point. We are only $2 away at this point. We are dumping. Man, the SPY is dumping here. Guys, please give me 1 second. Gonna step off the mic here just for a moment, but man, the SPY is crashing! Right now, traders, we are again being as smart as we can, waiting and watching. Zach, are you still holding your shorts? You still holding your shorts, Zach? Or your put contracts? If you are, oh baby. You know what I'm very happy about though? What I'm very, pumped about right now at this moment? Is that I still have not pulled the trigger yet. I didn't pull the trigger at the start of the day looking for the bounce play. I didn't pull the trigger, saying, oh, hey, Dek, let me jump in at 540. Let me jump in at 539. Let me jump in at 548 or 538. Let me jump in at 537. I am still staying at an area and waiting for an area that I personally like. I am waiting for an area that I personally like, that I personally want to get involved in. Archangelo, I have not pulled the trigger just yet on anything. I'm waiting for my entry. Right now, traders, we are again sitting back, waiting and watching for this hype as this whole entire market is still dropping. So a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. Again, thank you so much for everyone who has already joined us on this day. Also, at this time, guys, I do need to take a second and again throw out here today's live stream is sponsored by Hornitos Tequila from Tijuana. Guys, it is an absolutely beautiful drink. Make sure, again, you guys thirst or quench your thirst with a little bit of Hornitos Tequila. Shout out to you for being today's sponsor on today's live stream. Hornitos. If you guys are thirsty this summer and you guys want to be trading stocks, sit on down with a nice ice cold water and Hornitos. You never know where, again, the stock market's going to bring you, and you never know where Hornitos is going to bring you.
Porque tus padres están celosos y tienen miedo que yo te quiera. Cuac, cuac, cuan, 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 cuac, cuac, cuan. Han de pensar que...
Shout out to Hornitos today. Got on down to 537.64 so far, team.
Transmission received. Priority. Urgent. Sender. Big Booty Man.
Ooh, just tested the low of the day. Looking for this thing to keep on going. Guys, another new low. Another new low. 5,000. I'm just trying to see what would be an area that we would like. 5,000. 300. 5,000. Man, we're still going lower. 5,390. 5,380. I mean, we're looking for this to drop all the way down. Probably 5,375 would be like the contract that I'd be looking for. 5,375. That would probably be a good one. August 6th expiration. And see again how much this is going to be costing. See what this play does. I'll either again put myself right out of the money or, you know, at the money, probably right around that area. But I don't want to see a bounce yet. We came on down to 537.45. Again, I still want a little bit lower. And hey, guess what, guys? We may see little bounces here and there. We might see a bounce back up to 539 before it starts turning back on down. I just feel comfortable in the 536s. That's where I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable at the 536s. I feel comfortable at an area where I can say, all right, hey, 536, I can jump in. I feel good about it. You know, sure, there could be little bounce plays, but I really want to wait for that the area that I see fit best. Right now, traders, we're watching to see, are we going to, how big of this bounce are we going to do? How big of this bounce are we going to move ourselves on up? Right now, traders, notice this bounce play. Notice the S&P 500. And I know these are expensive contracts right now because we're not at the area I want. Once we get to the area we want, these won't be as expensive. So far, low of the day, 537.45. So you might say, Dek, what if you're missing the bounce play right now? Guys, I'm waiting for my entry. This day, we have dropped, let's just think about this, guys. We have dropped $2 in the first 30 minutes of the day. What do you think could happen in the next 5 hours? So if yes, we see 3 green candles, I can understand. Hey, is this the bounce play? Is this the dip buy? Is this the area we want? It's 3 green candles. We could definitely see this thing, you know, fall all the way down to 536 to 535 today. We could also see it go all the way back on up to 545. I cannot give you the exact penny that the S&P 500 is going to fall on down to. I cannot give you the exact penny that the S&P 500 is going to move up towards. All I can do is tell you what I am looking for and the reasons why I'm looking for it. If you guys are in on calls at the price of 537.50, you have an amazing entry. And I hope it doesn't go underneath that. And I hope it goes up even higher and higher and higher. And I hope that play continues to spike. If you guys aren't in, I hope it comes all the way down towards 536, 535, and we can get that incredible dip buy that we all want to do. But the thing is, traders, if you want to wait for 536, 535, we have to be disciplined enough to stay patient enough. We have to still, again, be sitting back and watching and allow this to happen. But, you know, when that dip buy eventually does come, I think, you know, a great goal would be back up near around 550. I would love to get filled at 536 and maybe by Monday morning be back up towards 544 and basically making an $8 move on the S&P 500. $8 move on the S&P 500 should be $20, $30, $40,000 over on SPX contracts. So that's what I want to see. We'll be watching over on this play. S&P 500 traders at this time. Still, again, looking for its first dip buy of the day. Again, I think if I had to put out a prediction of what I honestly think is going to happen, I think that this is a dip buy that a lot of traders are going to jump in. And then by, I think, probably 2 hours from now, probably closer towards around 12 o'clock, I think we start turning back on down. I think things are going to start getting weaker there. But I'll tell you right now, the majority of traders in the stock market, are not looking to jump in on probably POAI today. The majority of traders in the stock market are not looking to trade PVM today. The majority of traders in the stock market are not looking at penny stocks. Penny stocks are going to get the hype. Penny stocks are going to get the momentum. When we see what? When we see the S&P 500 be born. When the S&P 500 is hot and the entire market is having its biggest drop that we have seen in 2024. When every single trader is running for their lives thinking AI's over with, AI's done, oh, this is scary, everyone's running. The thing is, you want to realize, hey, probably not too many people are going to be focused over on the S&P, not too many people are going to be focused over on penny stocks. Let me go ahead and look at the S&P 500 instead. So please, again, take that into consideration. Please understand that while you guys are trading, penny stocks are not going to have hype today. All the hype is going to be, where is the SPY bounce going to be? That's what traders are more going to be focused on. Right now, SPY trying to hold on up. If you guys do have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. I know, again, a lot of you guys, I already see a lot of you guys already have some sort of call contracts right now. So a lot of people already have some sort of call contracts at this moment. Hey, if you guys are in on the call contracts, I think it's beautiful. I think it's awesome. And again, I am hoping that this thing just continues to push its way on up. Right now, I just don't want to miss anything whatsoever at all. SPY, just gotta stay patient on this. But I wanted to make it extremely clear of what I'm looking for on this day. I want to make it extremely clear of what I've been getting myself involved in. I want to make it extremely clear that I'm not entering until I at least see the 536s. And I'm talking low 536s. Now, some people are saying, Deck, we're not even going to get near the 536s today. We're opening up at 541. So you were saying that if we go at 541, drop on down to 536s, we'd have to see a $5 drop. Correct. But the thing is, team, we already dropped on down to 537.45. We already had a $4 drop today. So seeing one more dollar down, I don't think it's really that much. But hey, remember, it is tough to get the exact price point, just like we have over here, right? What is this? 539. Next line, please also understand these are rough estimates. The SPY will never bounce perfectly given estimate. So again, like here, they're saying 539, but I'm just saying I want you to understand that, it's going to be tough to always be able to pick the perfect price. If the SPY cracks 539, we could see lows of 537 today. In one hand, the market going lower is a very bad sign, but in the other hand, the market going lower would be a better dip buy. So 537, that's what they have over here. I want to see 536s. Still getting a nice little bounce. Back on up towards the 540s. I think we start reversing back on down. Excuse me, right around the 540.50 area. 540.50, 541 area. I think that's where we start, reversing back on down. And I think, by late lunch, in the later afternoon, I think we're starting to come back down. Deck, what if we're not coming back down? That's always the magic question. What if we're not coming back on down? Well, then I don't lose any money, right? People sometimes think that if you miss out on your play, that it's wrong. Guys, you know what I want to have as my strategy? This is what I want to have as my strategy. This is how to be successful in the stock market. If, again, the S&P 500 is falling, and I say, hey, I want to get filled here. This is an area that I am confident with. This is an area that I'm happy with. If the S&P 500 falls on down to here and moves on up, guess how much money I lose? I lose $0. $0 loss. Now, if the S&P 500 does fall on down, let's say to the price I want, and then it bounces, then guess what? I feel great and I make a ton of money. So the thing is, traders, let's think about it. If I don't get filled, there's no negative consequence. If I do get filled, there's a very big positive consequence. All right, not a consequence, I guess you would say. There's a very good positive outcome. So I like placing orders a lot of times on when I'm doing shorts. I want to do entries that are so up high, they have great odds of falling on down in the future. And I want to do entries that have such nice lows that, you know what, if they do get filled, there's such a great chance that it's going to move its way back on up. I always want to be trading with the odds in my favor. I don't want to try to do a bounce play here or a bounce play here or a bounce play here. I want to do bounce plays where I think it's so low, the odds of a bounce play are in my favor. And I want to do shorts that are so high that the odds of it falling are in my favor. That's what I want to do with my trades. Now, me looking for a bounce play at a super low area on the S&P 500 after falling 6% on a play that has now fallen nearly $30 on the S&P 500 traders after, again, a week and a half of dropping. If I got 536s, I'd pull the trigger because I think the odds are in my favor. Well, Deck, what about 537.45? Again, a great area, just not the area that I was looking at. So, I have to wait and stay patient, and I have to, again, wait for that area to come back on down. So that is all I'm going to do at this moment. Stock saying, Deck, that's amazing artwork. Thank you. I was an artist. For anyone who does not know, I did go to college, and I did go for arts and illustration. My dream growing on up was I was going to write the next Harry Potter, but imagine Harry Potter triple the size, and instead of any words, it was just going to be pictures. That's what I was going to do growing on up. So I, again, went to one of the best art schools ever. That's it. And I spent 8 years in silence, just working on my art, working on my craft. Anyone want this? Anyone want this? Start the bidding. $4,000? $4,000? $4,000. $2,000. $50. $5. $1. $1. Screw you guys. You guys don't even know art. You guys wouldn't know art if it slapped you in the face. You guys wouldn't know what a good art is if it literally was in front of you on a live stream on Tradecaster. You guys don't have the aspect, the perspective. You guys don't understand what's screaming out of that image. The emotion, the raw power, the dignity, the destiny, the revenge, the hate, the love out of that image. You guys just don't have the eye. That's all. That's all. I'm like talking to people that have no idea what they're talking about with art. That's it. Right now, traders, S&P 500. S&P 500 here. Watching to see if this play all the way. Hey, so far so good on a dip buy. I did not get the dip. I did not get the bounce that I have at this time. But if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. Happy to help you guys on out with anything that you guys need. Guys, SPY already having a little bit of a dip buy. So far, we have bounced from 537 all the way back up to 541. If you guys have this dip, amazing job, amazing work. If you guys got the dip so far, even if that's 536 or 537, 538, 539, great job on the dip buy. Team, I'll tell you again what I'm doing for the rest of this day, as you guys know. For the rest of this day, I'm not looking at penny stocks. My entire focus is over on the S&P 500. My entire idea, everything I want to do, it is all on the S&P 500. You see the 536s, I'm pulling the trigger. I'm pulling the trigger on the 536s with an expiration probably to early August, putting myself probably slightly out of the money to get a cheaper contract, and I'm going to hold it and I'm going to walk away. If you do not see 536s, I'm not in on the play. If you see 536s, 535, I have pulled the trigger and I am in on the stock. So, if I don't get 536s, I'm not in. If you see 536, 535, I'm in. I'm getting in with an early August, probably August 1st, 2nd, 5th, something like this. I will see. I'm going to put myself probably slightly out of the money. And then again, I'm going to be holding tonight into tomorrow and maybe even into Monday of next week. But I want to get the area that I want. If it does not come down to 536, I'm not pulling the trigger. So that's basically the entire day, my game plan of what I want. So I want to make sure that you guys are all set here. Does anyone have any questions, comments, concerns, anything that you guys need at all? Please let me know. I want to make sure you guys are all set. What is your broker? All my scanners are just in the description. Just click the description below. You'll see my scanners, you'll see my broker, you'll see everything. But really, that's my game plan. My game plan is, again, waiting and watching. Right when I get filled, we're all set. Yep, and I'd be looking for a call contract. Call contract means I bet it's going to go on up. So I'm waiting for that dip buy and that call contract dip buy. Aussie chick, are you making an options trade? Yep, again, options trade at 536. Guys, 536, call contract, SPX, betting it's going to go up, holding it until Monday. That's all I'm doing. So, SPX, August 7th, 5,375. Call contracts, 2, 3, 4, 5 contracts, holding it until Monday. Boom, done. That's it. If we don't hit 536, I'm not in. If we do hit 536, I'm in. As easy as that. As simple as that. That's all I'm doing at this time, traders. There's no trickery here. There's no, again, nothing I'm trying to trip you up with, confuse you. Some people are like, all right, so what does Dek mean? What does Dek mean by buying at 536? It means I'm buying at 536. I can't make it any more easy than this. So that is all I'm looking for at this time. Traded up. Woo! Made $4,000 over on the SMCI put contract. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Traded up, making $4,000 over on the SMCI put contracts. Let's go. Woo! That's some great money. That's some great profits right there. Seen you guys make thousands of dollars, and hey, if I make thousands of dollars, you guys can make thousands of dollars. If Traded Up can make thousands of dollars, you can make thousands of dollars. There's no reason why someone can do something that you can't. There's no reason that all they're doing is clicking a button. You can click the same exact button. So Spy, we will give this some time here, traders. We're gonna give this some time, see what it's all about. Get ourselves all fired up. But I definitely want to see this thing get a big reversal back on down if we can get it. All right, so we got to give it some time. Got to give it a little bit of time. Traders, gonna jump off the live stream for a little bit. Once we start coming back on down towards around the 537s, I'm jumping right back on the live stream, but I don't want to waste your time right now. I'm just letting you know that it just comes on down to low 537s. We're back on the mic, back on the live stream, back and getting after it. Come on down to 536. Let's go ahead and make some money. As you guys know at this moment as well, go ahead, watch all the other live streamers over on Tradecaster with their game plans, what they're focusing on, and what they're going to be coming out with. So make sure that you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll here. But if we do not come back on down to my price, I am not pulling the trigger, and I will come up with a new game plan going after it tomorrow. Sound good? So, traders, other than that, beautiful game plan today. Beautiful morning, beautiful start, beautiful ideas, beautiful trades for those who got in on the S&P 500 on this dip buy. Make sure, again, if you guys do not know how to trade options, come on over to the 2023 boot camp of last year and watch our options lessons. Right, you can go through these options day one, learning everything. You guys can scroll on down to the options boot camp over on the video library so that you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll. If you guys are watching over on YouTube, you guys can literally join for a free 7-day pass and be able to have access to the video library, access to the live streams, to be able to be part of our chat room and be part of our community. So, team, let's see what we get coming on up. I know, again, right now we are waiting, we are watching, we're going to see where, again, this fire is going to take us, but obviously we want to see and get prepared for that bounce if that happens a little bit later on. Congrats to those that are in at 537s. Congrats to those that are in at the 538s or 539s even. Congrats to those that are in at the low 540s. You know, you are in the profits. So, it's been an amazing dip so far. It's been an amazing drop. It will come to an end at some point. We will get a bounce here pretty soon, and that 537.45 mark may be the low. That could easily be the low. If it cracks underneath that, I'm going to be ready. And if it doesn't, the worst case scenario is this right here, where I don't lose any money and I can come up with a new game plan. We stayed smart, we stayed patient, we stayed disciplined, and we will see what's going to be coming on up here in the near future here. With earnings coming in, if I do SPY options, what's a good expiration? Again, depends on how long you want to hold. If you want to hold for one day, do tomorrow's expiration. If you want to hold for a week, then you have to probably do a month out. So if you want to hold until Monday, you're probably doing expirations that are August 5th or so. You do not want to do anything. Holding overnight, time decay is going to destroy your account. So you do not want to do 1, 2, 3, 4. You probably want to go at least 5 to 6 expirations down if you plan on holding overnight. So you want to go a week out to 2 weeks out to a month out if you are holding overnight. So SPY traders, we'll see what we get. All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Awesome job. Awesome work so far. Obviously, we're going to be jumping back on the mic when we get this drop and when we get this fade, so stay ready. I want to make sure when this comes on down, every single person's getting ready to crush it. I want to make sure when this comes on down, we're coming out on top and we're making this big time money. Traders, let's do it. Let's get after it. The day is just starting on off. We're going to take a quick little break here, see what happens, wait for the SPY to start fading back on down, and then, of course, getting back after it. You guys know the drill, baby. Stay fired up, stay energetic, stay electric, and stay alive here. Stay smart, and let's see what the SPY gives us next. As always, if you guys need anything at all, please let me know. Email me, talk to me. I'm live in chat. I'm here all day, and I can't wait to help you guys on out. Let's get after it, team, in 3, 2, 1. Ah! today? I'm the Batman.
I got this question the other day. Why are you successful?
So I ball so hard, motherfucker.
$1,000 profit today.
First niggas gotta find me.
$700.
50 grand to a motherfucker like me. Can you please remind me? Ball so hard, this shit crazy.
$1,000.
Y'all know that don't shit phase. And as we go,
Lock it on up.
too when I look at you like this shit crazy. Ball so hard, this shit weird. We ain't even pro be here.
1,400.
It's only right that we be fair.
Who's ready for $1 million a year?
You should be asking how to be successful.
Jackson, Tyson, Jordan, Game 6.
La fiesta no para apenas comienza. C'est comme si, c'est comme ça, ma chérie. La 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 la. Francia, Colombia, me gusta. Freeze. Y Balvin, Willy William, me gusta. Freeze. Los DJ no mienten, le gusta mi gente y eso se fue muy bien. No le bajamos, mas nunca paramos, es otro palo y blanco. ¿Y dónde está mi gente? Me fue a bouger la tête. ¿Y dónde está mi gente? Sí, yeah, yeah, yeah. 1, 2, 3, luego.
Esquina a esquina, y ahí nos vamos. El mundo es grande, pero lo tengo en mis manos. Estoy muy duro, sí, ok, ahí vamos. Y con el tiempo nos seguimos elevando. Que seguimos rompiendo aquí. Esta fiesta no tiene fin. Botellas para arriba, sí. Los tengo bailando, rompiendo y yo sigo aquí. Que seguimos rompiendo aquí. Esta fiesta no tiene fin. Botellas para arriba, sí. Los tengo bailando, rompiendo.
¿Y dónde está mi gente? Me fue a bouger la tête. ¿Y dónde está mi gente? Sí, yeah, yeah, yeah.
1, 2, 3, luego.
This whole time, I blow the brains out of your mind, and I ain't talking about physically, I'm talking about mentally. She look like she nasty. She look like she classy. She look at her dancing. Look at her, she looking. I took her to the mansion. Yeah.
You stick out of the crowd, baby, it's a no-brainer. It ain't that hard to choose. Him or me, be for real, baby, it's a no-brainer. You got your mind on loose. Go hard and watch the sunrise. One night it change your whole life. Pop top, drop top, baby, it's a no-brainer. Put 'em up if you with me, yeah. In the middle.
rich, I ain't got no chain. Not on the list, I ain't got no name. But we in it, bitch, I'm not no lame. And I keep it Ben Franklin, I'm not gonna change. A lot of these O's messy. I just want you and your bestie. I don't got that answer, but whenever you text me, it's multiple choice and they all wanna test me. Choosing the squad. She tryna choose between me, Justin Quay and the sword. She told me that she love that I make music for God. I told her I would let her see that blood.
You stick out of the crowd, baby, it's a no-brainer. It ain't that hard to choose. Him or me, be for real, baby, it's a no-brainer. You got your mind on loose. Go hard and watch the sunrise. One night it change your whole life. Pop top, drop top, baby, it's a no-brainer. Put 'em up if you with me, yeah, yeah, yeah. In the middle. At me sitting up, demanding my attention, had to give it up. Look like somebody designed you, drop dead gorgeous. You made me wanna live it up. Your presence is critical, moving my soul, yeah, you're spiritual. They hate it when you notice me, make everybody else invisible. Breaking all the rules, so above the law. I'll be your excuse, damn right. And you won't go wrong, no. You stick out of the crowd, baby, it's a no-brainer. It ain't that hard to choose. Him or me, be for real, baby, it's a no-brainer. You got your mind on loose. Go hard and watch the sunrise. One night it change your whole life. Pop top, drop top.